All right. Hopefully the audio kicked in. I'm sure it did. It's funny, I don't know if I'm ever going to trust the audio ever since I had the glitch with it, but just got done doing a ride with my dad. Taking a different route back today. I'm going to go ride Ortega Highway, baby. I think I got about half battery life left on my camera. Monday through Friday closed. Okay, so I'm open today. That's good, because that would suck to have to turn around and go back the other way. So, ready for my Ortega Highway cruise. That was an awesome coastal ride with my pops. Grabbed some lunch. Now cruising back. Have dinner with the fam bam, play with little man, all that good stuff. Life has been a little crazy this past week, so good to get some fun times in and get some quality time in also. And I'm curious to see, because Ortega Highway has been under construction for what seems like ever, to be widened, which I am definitely not opposed to. This section isn't anything to worry about, but the section up and through the canyon can get a little tight in there if you've never ridden it before. But when it's all done, it'll be nice. Have new road surface, nice windy road. This is a nice road too, but Ortega Highway is kind of legendary. Good and bad. I mean, I used to commute this daily before COVID and working from home and an office switch and everything. At any rate, my buddy and I used to have a saying, you know, we used to say, respect the canyon and it'll respect you. Looks like I'm going to be catching the pack and getting some traffic anyway, so. Getting a lot of wind buffeting on my helmet right now. You guys can't see it, thank you to GoPro's video stabilization or whatever, but the wind is kind of buffeting my helmet around. It kind of shakes your vision a little bit. Get some crosswinds in here. But like I said, I'm coming down from the coast. Went and met my dad down in Huntington, rode all the way up through Newport, Laguna, and Dana Point, and now I'm going to take Ortega Highway home, and the temperature difference is significant already, as I'm heading into Lake Elsinore once I go through the canyon, and it's definitely warmer there, and it is already definitely way warmer here. I might need to unzip this jacket a bit. That is okay, because I'm riding, and I enjoy riding either way. And I almost lost the helmet chin skirt from my Sedici helmet. Need to get some new tape and tape that in there, because the little nubs don't fasten in there as tight as I'd like. But caught it, it's in my pocket, and actually I'm kind of thankful that it's not in there now, because I'm getting a lot more airflow in my helmet, which is helpful to my face. I'm actually looking forward to this ride. Haven't done this in ages, it feels like. Hopefully I got enough battery life to get through it. If not, that's alright. Not like I can do anything about it now. So actually, I'll cut it right here, and I'll bump it back on when I get to the windy bits. All right, I'm assuming my camera's on here. Going to be approaching the windy bits, as I like to call them. And I'm in a group of cars, so I can't be too incredibly spirited. speed sign. Ah, it's not reading me. Always fun to play with. Thanks for letting me by, sir. I'm still stuck in the pack. Oh, getting pelted with rocks too. That sucks. Oh man, whatever that thing just dumped out of its exhaust was nasty. It's not a diesel, so something went terribly wrong. I really don't want to inhale that the whole ride. That's not healthy. I need to check my chain tension. I think it's a little bit looser than what I'd like it. Last I checked it, it seemed like it was within spec, but probably at the upper end of the spec, so probably tighten it a little bit tonight or this weekend. Wouldn't hurt. Just slightly twitchy. I mean, this thing is known for having what they call a snatchy throttle, I guess. I think it's just, I mean, it's torquey. It's a V-twin, so damn, the smoke coming out of this truck is terrible. Really need to get by him. This is all new road surface here, which is great. You can't see the lines, and I can't tell if there's gravel on it though, so I am not about to lean this thing in and pass anybody on curves, which I wouldn't do anyway. I've seen a lot of people do that, and that's just I feel like you're at that point holding a can of gasoline and playing with matches, and that's never a good mix. So we'll do a nice little cruise, and there is a straight spot that I can get a good shot on, and I can pass by safely, just because however this vehicle's running, it's well, it's definitely not smog legal, but there is some sort of an engine issue, or some blow by or unspent gas that's getting through the exhaust, and it's not exactly delicious. Usually, there's a car coming. There we go. Got around him. Thank you, SV, for having a good amount of power and torque. How's it going, fellas? Be safe out there. It's getting hot out here. I'm melting like some goo. That didn't work at all. I was trying to make it like a remix. Nope, no good. No good. Oh man, who lost a bunch of wooden shit? That's a hazard. Jeez. That goes back to my rider tips that I did. Watch out for plywood. And that was certainly an abundance of it. Just because it's a big time, you know, usually there's staples or nails or something in it, and you definitely don't want to hit that. But that being right on a curve there, it's a good thing those guys were going slow, because some of these guys that race through here and really get it leaning sideways, you hit that plywood in that curve and your front end, your bike's slipping out from under you, dude. That's it. It's over. I guess I'm thankful I have the cars with me then, because, you know, they'll see it and react, and then I'll know that I gotta react. And I'm not trying to follow this guy closely. I'm just cruising through here. This is nice new pavement. That's refreshing. Last time I came through here, this was butchered up to heck. It was terrible. So this is very nice. I approve. And clean road when it's all done and no cars would be a great cruise, man. Doing 42 right now, just cruising, staying in 4th, keeping my RPMs at like 4, just cruising. Just keeping enough power on tap, should I need it. It's definitely wider through here. That's nice. That's their goal. Make it wider, so that's helpful. Guy keeps hugging the right side of the lane. I don't know if he's trying to give me room to pass, but I mean, there's not really a safe way to do that, so I'd rather not chance it. On a straight maybe, but in a curve, you never know what's coming around these curves. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Man, I see the smoke coming out of that truck behind, way back there. That is horrendous. Gotta get your vehicle looked at, buddy. That's not even that old of a pickup. So, something is. Definitely old enough to be out of warranty, but, I mean, something's got to be done about that. That's no good. Little 350Z. forgot my camera was on and I'm recording. There's Lake Elsinore. What a view. I think I'm still recording. You know, around this area, actually I believe it was this turn right here, right where that big boulder is. I'm not gonna name any names or anything, but there is a buddy of mine, co-worker, that, oh nope, actually it was this turn, that big boulder. I learned a very valuable lesson from him one day. This was years back, I'd say, I don't know, maybe 7 years ago or so. Back when I had my cruiser, and he's a buddy of mine. He rides a Ducati Monster 696, very nice bike. He's been riding for a while. Anyway, we were up riding in the canyon and he was following me, and I was on my cruiser. At the time I had a 2008 Yamaha V-Star 650 Classic, and we had just hit Hell's Kitchen where it used to be. We were coming down and I was kind of constantly checking my mirrors, make sure he was good behind me, and then all of a sudden he disappeared one day. And I got actually to probably around here, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't see him. I kept watching my mirror. I didn't see him and I didn't see any cars, so I panicked. So I pulled over and flipped a U, and I hauled butt up the canyon, and turns out there was some gravel on the turn, and it came into a little bit hot and the front end washed out. Like the front tire locked up during some braking, something around those lines. Wasn't anything serious, but front end washed out and he went down. The lesson that I learned, because at the time I was squidding, it was warm out and I had my jeans on and a t-shirt, and he went down. He had jeans on, but he also had a, you know, full-on riding jacket, leather jacket, and he went down and he got up and he dusted himself off. I'm like, oh my god, are you okay? And he was just like, yeah, no, I'm good. He got up, he was totally fine, not a scratch, nothing. There's a couple scratches on the bike. We went back to the house and tidied her up. But anyway, the lesson that I learned, and probably about, I don't know, within 24 to 48 hours after that, I went and bought a proper riding jacket, because I was like, you know, we're on a canyon, things could have been way worse. But he went down, and had I gone down like that in the condition I would have been missing significant amounts of skin. So that was the lesson to me, that I needed to get a proper riding jacket, and just you know, wear a riding jacket always. Today's a perfect example. Today we're supposed to be about 100 out here. It is definitely warm. I am fully jacketed right now. I was going on a long ride today, so I geared up properly. I knew it was going to be warm coming back, but you know, that's just life. I like my skin more, so yes. But that turn, I haven't been on this canyon in a while, and it reminded me that is when I saw, you know, how important the riding gear is. Because like I said, he went down. I mean, he had gloves and his jacket and everything, but you know, he was popped right back up good, unharmed, unscathed. So a little shaken up, but unscathed. So he came out fine, bike came out fine. We had a couple little issues to tidy up at home in the garage, just to, but his lever got bent, and a shift lever, and you know, a couple little things here and there, but we got it kind of limp mode down the canyon and to my house and got him all fixed up. But the important part was he was okay. So that was my warning, and take the story from me. If you are not donning riding gear, proper riding gear, or some semblance of it, invest in it. Get some protection. So yeah, that was a nice pleasant ride down Ortega. Nice and slow, nothing crazy. Didn't really get to dive into any corners or anything. There's a lot of cars on the road, but still nice scenic view. If you are riding in the IE or Lake Elsinore area, or you're in Dana Point and you're looking for a nice scenic drive, if for some reason you're tired of the coast, can't imagine why, do Ortega. It's great. I would recommend fall, you know, the cooler times, or particularly shortly after a big rain. Like once we get the rains coming through here and everything turns green and lush, it is quite a beautiful ride. I mean, it was a beautiful ride now, but still. Anyway, assuming this thing is still recording, and it is, I can keep yakking. I will just end on a note, you know, before it shuts itself off or I shut it off. You know, thank you guys for tuning in, and I appreciate your support and for tagging along and riding with me today. And if you are one of the viewers on YouTube, like all of us who have been riding have been at some point, you know, watching videos, living vicariously through other riders, and you haven't bit that bullet to get that bike yet, you're really thinking about it, do it. Go get that bike, get your license. It's a life-changing thing. It's really cool. That being said, also go out and get yourself a nice riding gear, riding jacket. Ooh, man, it is warm today. Yeah, very warm. Yep, warm. Oh, cool Volkswagen. That thing's rad. Oh, what's all this nonsense? There's more wood. Dude, awesome Volkswagen thing. That's amazing. And they just came up and over the canyon with that. That's super cool. That means they were down at the coast and... So yeah, like I was saying, thanks for riding with me. Please, if you enjoyed it, give a like, give a subscribe. I would appreciate it. So appreciate all the support that I get. Dude just ran the stop. Come on, man. It's no good. Can't be running stops. Everybody's got to stop. Even California roll, at least slow down. That dude just barreled through it. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. Hit the like, hit the subscribe if you enjoyed it. If not, no pressure. It's all good. I'll still be here posting the same nonsense and rambling. But I appreciate your support, and I appreciate your riding along with me today. I will leave this rolling, but I probably won't be talking a whole lot, and you know, finish my ride home and all that good stuff. Man, that being said, I could see the path of damage that this truck, whatever this wood that was being carried by this truck, it was just slinging it all over the place. There's some over here around this turn. There's some back there on the end of Ortega. There's some in the middle of Ortega. That dude's just dropping supplies everywhere. Hazard after hazard, man. Can't have that. Oh, that dog does not like motorcycles. Props to this battery, man. This thing has lasted quite a while. Oh, I bet that fruit's really refreshing right now.